My favorite television character is Lucy Ricardo from I Love Lucy. I am a huge Lucy fan, Lucy Ricardo fan, and Lucille Ball fan. I love everything Lucille Ball does, and I think I fell in love with her in I Love Lucy. That show takes place in the 1950s. It's about a husband and a wife. The husband is in showbiz, he's a band leader, and the wife, Lucy Ricardo, is always trying to get into his acts. And so that's kind of what the show is more so based on, her wittiness and her cleverness to try to get into these showbiz acts. And there's always a problem, there's always something going on, and that's what really kept the viewer watching it. And I think that her character alone shows basically how she kind of progressed into the woman she was at towards the end of the seasons. Like I said, I'm a huge Lucy fan, so I have every single season of I Love Lucy, and watching it from the beginning, then watching the very last episode in the last seasons, you can see how like the show itself started off with Lucy always wanting to get into the acts and that being kind of like the main focus. But towards the later seasons, I believe it was like 7, 8, 9, it shows you that she's kind of grown up into her own woman, and she doesn't really want to get into those acts anymore. She's not really trying to sabotage Ricky's show. It really focuses on more of family vacations and run-ins with celebrities, and I think that kind of shows the timing of their seasons too. It started in the 50s, it didn't end until I believe the early 60s or late 50s. So it kind of shows how the time was changing back then. But as for her character is funny. She is clever. She's a loving woman. She has a big and huge heart, and you can see that throughout every single episode. I love Lucy's character. I think she's just brilliant. I think the only person who could have played that is Lucille Ball. She is a star of that show, and you can definitely see it throughout every single episode that you watch of I Love Lucy. You can see that Lucy takes over that show. I mean, you do have Fred Mertz and Ethel Mertz and, of course, Ricky Ricardo, and they're all funny and have their little humorous jokes in there, but the one person I feel like that makes that show so hilarious and just so funny to watch is Lucy Ricardo. And that is why she is my favorite television character.